And now we have the beautiful Lisa Anna with a message for you guys. Boy, me I tell you, I don't know, come like every time I see Lisa Anna, she get younger and younger and more beautiful. John no star. Yo, did them say are the best wine? It just age fine. Me crocodile tell Lisa, you're aging so fine. If I wasn't taking, I would want to give you a wine. But before, I want to take you out to dinner and have fine dine. Me crocodile tail. I won't act like a pig. I'm not a swine. I would just want you to be mine. Anyway, my beautiful people, let's see what she have to say.
No, I don't want to be in your selfie.
Oh my God,
Could you
no.
please delete it? And that was my calm request to a lady seated in front of me on a flight recently after she finished a full photo shoot. And yeah, I get it. You know, she wants to show people she's traveling and probably start to finish. And you know the routine. The phone is up, the chin is down. You have to get the right angle, the right pause, the whole lighting, everything. And again, she was going at it. And what she didn't realize is I was in her frame. So when she finished, I politely leaned forward and said it again. Hi. I don't want to be in your selfie. Could you please delete it? And she looked at me as though I had interrupted something sacred. And she looked a little confused, almost offended. And she said, but I'm not going to post it. And I said, that's not the point. Because the point isn't whether you post it. The point is, I never gave you the permission to capture my image. And to her credit, she deleted it. And, you know, we struck up a conversation. And I said to her, please delete it from your recently deleted too. And she did. Now, some of you might look at me and say, well, Lisa, you're being petty and arrogant. No, I'm not. Because this is a perfect snapshot of the era that we're living in, where people behave as if holding their phone gives them ownership of everyone inside the frame, and somehow the world, you know, is their set, their backdrop, and that consent is optional. And what most people don't understand is this: the consequences of being caught in someone else's frame are no longer just social. They're not only reputational. In today's world, your face, my face, is data. Because modern border security depends on biometrics and facial comparison technology. And the US Border Control, Customs, everybody over there has openly reported that in 2023 alone, they processed 172 million travelers biometrically using facial comparison technology across 240 US ports.
Wow.
So in that context, a photo is no longer just a memory. It can become proof of your presence, proof of location, proof of proximity. You can end up in the wrong frame at the wrong time, near the wrong person, and suddenly you're answering questions you never consented to answer. Not because you did anything wrong, but because the modern world interprets proximity. And, you know, this isn't fear-mongering. It's reality, which is why I'm so firm about this. And guess what? Yeah, I've been around a while, a long time in this game. From I was 14 hosting Rapping, and I learned very early what it meant to be filmed, what it meant to be photographed and packaged. And then I won Miss World at 18. And then imagine the campaigns and the photo shoots. Those were unrelenting, and the cameras were constant, and every day I was being documented. And one thing I learned early, and I never forgot, was that there was always someone on hand whose job wasn't glamour, it was permission. Every set had that person with a clipboard, not a stylist, not a publicist, someone responsible for consent. And the document was called a talent release. Because in professional environments, you couldn't just simply capture people and use them. If someone appeared in the frame, even in the background, there were rules. They had to sign a consent form that it was okay to use their image in my image, whether commercially or otherwise. And if they didn't, the production had to adjust. They either had to blur them, reshoot it, or we just moved. And that wasn't bureaucracy. That was a part of respect, but it was a big part of the legal obligation for publishing. And it recognized a truth that we really have abandoned. Just because a camera, you know, can capture you or me, doesn't mean someone has a right to publish you. And I want you to hear me clearly now, because you all like to misconstrue some things and then put these headlines up with a question that nobody sees a question mark. They just see a statement from Lisa Hanna. This is not about banning selfies. I think selfies are joyful, empowering, a celebration. I like to see people when they feel confident enough to take pictures of themselves and to video themselves. That's a revolutionary part of who we've come to be, who we are. Seriously. But the culture surrounding the selfie has normalized what I call entitlement and consent-free publishing, because it's estimated that there are about 93 million selfies that are taken worldwide every day. 93 million, that's a lot of pictures. So when people say relax, it's just a picture, don't get so worked up about it. What they're saying is relax, it's just publishing. Because whether they post it on their social media or send it in WhatsApp groups, things become viral with your image. And the moment that you do that, you no longer just took a picture, you're distributing, you're broadcasting, you're publishing. And in professional environments, publishing has always been treated like what it is, a legal act. And social media now treats it like a reflex, and the world around you like some set design, like theater. And that's why filming in restaurants is now normalized, while, strangers remain visible. Gym mirrors now reflect faces that never consented. They just want to work out. Airports, streets, beaches, parties all turned into content backdrops, and strangers, have become these unpaid extras in someone else's curated movie experience. And then people say, I'm not posting them, I'm posting me. Yeah, right. But the moment you post, you publish everyone in that frame. And some people can't afford the exposure. You have women who are in abusive relationships and they don't want to know they might be fleeing something. You have children who are being protected from some kind of digital footprint. You have a professional who requires discretion, someone grieving, someone who might be vulnerable, someone who might have PTSD or anxiety. So please don't tell me it's because it's public, it's fair. Nope. If you want to live in a civilized society, don't reduce strangers into props. Which brings me back to discipline, something I keep talking about. I don't want to promote paranoia because, yes, your face is now data. I want to promote discipline. And discipline means you respect the power in your hands. You recognize that the human being, behind the content. You stop treating a phone camera like it's a harmless toy. So here's a standard, and I don't want to be dramatic, and I'm not preaching, I'm just giving you a proposal, a mature one. Ask permission. If they don't give it to you, delete it. Blur faces, protect children, respect strangers, because a selfie is not evil, it's powerful. It's powerful empowerment of who you are, and everything powerful demands discipline. So you see, the next time you lift your phone, you frame your perfect angle, you capture your beautiful version of yourself, pause. Look again at who else is in that frame. Because that stranger behind you is not set design. They're not your backdrop. They're not your content. They are a human being, a person. And sometimes the cost of forgetting that is far higher than you think. And sometimes, yes, it could cost you your freedom too.
Jano, my beautiful people, everything she said a while ago, she correct. 100%. That's why I say like certain place, I'm go certain place, I'm more for video who I go at the restaurant. I either wear my eyeglass with the camera, because enough people don't know, say you understand my glass is a camera. So I know say boy it's not right, so therefore I just go with my phone. You understand in that video, because people is gonna have problem with it and somebody's gonna say I say please delete that, don't catch me. So therefore I know say wrong, but I have to show my environment in my vlog. So I wear my glass, or sometimes I turn on the phone and I act like, and I do this like say me have video myself, I be a video in front of me. You see me? Because I want that experience for what I'm doing. You understand? But true, me know say wrong. I'm gonna say people will complain. That is the reason why once them look, them see me I do something to my face, so them feel like say the camera turn on me. And everybody want to be photographed. Because sometimes remember as well, man, woman out there cheat or even worse, and you go catch them on photo and go post it, and people go see them, and them see them in that X, and then people see them and why is it? That's the serious something. But let me know what you guys think. Once again, Lisa, and big up yourself. Always forward out with some valuable information. I love it.